degrees last weekend, and then it got warm, and then it's cold and rainy today. And what happens, your reed shrinks and swells, and it warps. So all those little chirps you're hearing, that's because the reed's warped. And I bet if we took a piece of glass right now, we'd put it on there, and it would do this. And the reality is I spend so much time with these guys learning scales and fingerings and pieces of music that we don't spend enough time talking about reeds. They've all been given handouts, which I'm sure they've read every word of them.
Actually, just looked at mine today.
You get to a point where you need to use a reed knife. So for those who don't have a knife, this would be the time to get one and to start learning how to adjust your reeds. And so the frustration you're feeling is felt by reed players around the world. That's why some have gone and said, forget it, I'm onto plastic, because they won't warp. But the trouble is with plastic, it's hard to get as beautiful a sound as you might like to, in my opinion, although some people feel very comfortable playing on plastic. So it's, I don't know if you've ever tried, that's always to have a backup in your case. But the most important thing is to have lots of reeds to choose from, so no other changes. You've got something old trusty in your case. You don't have just brand new ones, but you have ones that are broken in. So you have choices. And that's what the kids generally are guilty of. They have 2 or 3 reeds that they like. Some of them only have 1 reed that they really like, and then when all of a sudden the weather changes, they're in big trouble. So the one thing you can do, take it off right now and make a big slobber on the bottom part of it. Because what's happening, where it's warped, you're getting air leaking out. And it's causing an unstable response from the reed. So give it a little extra slobber, a little tighter on the ligature. Both those things will help it a little bit, okay? I know you're not feeling great, so I'm not going to torture you, but is there anything in the second movement you wanted to do? Did you feel pretty good about that? That section? So maybe we'll go from the da-da-da before L. That entrance. Okay. We'll move the second. And also, piano player is very physical, or saxophone, it's a very physical thing. So when you're not feeling well, it's hard. It's like, okay, go run a marathon, you're not feeling great. It's you know, it's taxing on your body. Does it feel any better?
It's always on like the D's.
But the response isn't great. Do you want to grab it up and read, or you know, you just suffer through? And that's, you know, if you get on stage and all of a sudden, oh no, you might have other reeds right there and have a chance to switch, but sometimes you have no choice and you have to. And also reeds are such, they're canes, so they'll shrink and swell as you're playing, and so they can change as you're playing. And so then what do you do if all of a sudden as you're playing, the reed decides, I'm done, I don't really want to vibrate anymore, and yet you're only halfway through your program. This is the life of a clarinet player. That's why my kids still play reed instruments. Strings and piano. Piano, you yelled at the pianist for nothing. You're a piano tuner, right? It's never your fault for being in tune. And very different. All right, so this is right here. Breast support, firm embouchure. The ending we know, but let her read. Yep, yep. And so remember, she's following you, and her part is not crazy all over the place. It's very accompanimental. So if you need to slow down a smidge, you know, if you need to do that, that's fine too. I'll start right on your second half of letter B. B. Yeah, right on it. Take 2.
I guess, yeah.
So, all right, here we go. His last big entrance there.
Got it.
Yeah, I think we're just similar. Yay! Nice job. And last but not least, you can come on up and just do this. Since Hunter's asleep on his job over there.